Hi Lions fans, welcome back to another episode of Days Off with Maze. Today we've got the guest, Marco Paparone. So we're just going to catch up with him and see what he gets up to outside of footy. Now Marco, you've got your own little boutique clothing label, Scaly Mates. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so it's just a little clothing label I started up in 2013, just drawing fish and sea creatures, and it's turned into a little hobby for me and turned into a little business.
Do you want to tell the fans a little bit about how you got the inspiration to do that and how it's going now? I believe your family's got a little bit to do with it back in Fremantle.
I got the inspiration from growing up down south in Busselton, fishing and diving with all my brothers and family. And yeah, so now my brother Cabe and sister Romy help out running the business. It's just a small little gig for them, but it keeps them busy. So with the sketches, I just kind of find a fish I haven't drawn yet and draw it up on a piece of paper, scan it onto the computer and start illustrating using Photoshop to make it into a folder where that can go to the screen printer and get printed onto shirts.
I don't think there's any other boys that are into sort of graphic design or drawing. So how'd you get into that, and is that a big passion of yours?
Yeah, I've just always enjoyed drawing and coming up with new things to do, and yeah, I just love using Illustrator and Photoshop and being on the computer and working with designs, but I just love drawing and finding new things to draw.
Do you have any favourite designs that you've done, or any favourite tees or anything?
Yeah, my favourite design is probably my Mackie's design. It's got 3 mackerels on the back, and yeah, it's just one I love doing. Rightio,
so we're just sitting at the workbench where Marco does all of his sketches. Do you want to show the fans some of the sketches that you've done for your label?
Yeah, so here are some reef fish of Australia which are coming out in the new release, which is coming out next week.
And you'll be promoting that on your Instagram account.
Yeah.
Do you want to give that a quick plug?
Yes, it's just Scaly Mates. This whole book's just full of old designs and new designs that will come out later or have already been out.
So how do you go balancing this with your footy? You've obviously had some injuries as of late, which has probably given you a little bit of time to be able to work on this. And you obviously played your first game back on the weekend, which you did very well.
Yeah, it's actually a very cruisy little hobby. Like, I can manage it all on my day off because there's not a whole heap I can do on hand. So no, it keeps me stress free, and it's just something I can just go away from footy and do.
So thanks to Paps for coming on the show. You've obviously got a very good hobby, and it's very exciting. So thanks Lions fans, and make sure you get around Marco and his little business venture, because it's pretty exciting for him. And well done on the weekend in your first game back, and hopefully you can produce some more good games of footy. So thank you.